The secrets of Salem are never buried for long, and this time, one young girl's memory may rewrite everything. This is the story of Rachel Black, the daughter of Brady and Kristen, and the haunting truth she's about to remember. For months, viewers have watched her growing unease around E.J. DiMera. Every look, every flinch, every awkward silence hinted that something was terribly wrong. And now, Days of Our Lives is preparing to deliver one of the darkest reveals of the year, a night of gunfire, guilt, and a memory so horrifying that even Rachel's mind refused to face it. This is more than just trauma. It's redemption, tragedy, and justice, all colliding in one explosive night. Rachel Black's story is about to cross from mystery into madness. For months, viewers have watched her shift uneasily around E.J. DiMera, flinching at his voice, avoiding his eyes, trembling at the faintest echo of that terrible night. And now, we finally understand why. Rachel isn't just afraid of E.J. She's afraid of herself. Because deep within her fractured memory lies a truth too horrific to face. She was the one who pulled the trigger. That night at the DiMera mansion, panic, confusion, and fear fused into one chaotic blur. She remembers shouting, the metallic flash of a gun, the smell of smoke, and then, nothing. Her mind shut down, sealing away the unbearable reality that she had shot her own uncle. The human brain can do strange things under trauma. It can rewrite timelines, delete moments, even fabricate peace. And Rachel's mind did exactly that, burying the horror beneath layers of denial and silence. But the past never stays buried in Salem. Now, the memories she locked away are clawing their way back, sharp, violent, and unstoppable. And the trigger that brings them flooding to the surface could come from the most unexpected place of all. Halloween in Salem, a night of masks, laughter, and harmless mischief. But this year, it becomes a living nightmare. As the town gathers in the square for the annual Halloween festival, the air is thick with excitement, children in costumes, couples laughing, the faint echo of music. And then, out of nowhere, a scream. Kat Green spins around, her eyes widening in horror as a shadowed figure in a white lab coat lunges forward, knife raised, gleaming under the festival lights. Alex Kuriakis yells her name, Kat. Look out. But it's too late. The crowd erupts into chaos. Balloons burst, people scatter, and Kat tumbles helplessly into Chad's arms as the blade slices through the air. In the confusion, one figure stands frozen. Rachel Black. Her eyes widen, her body trembles, and for a split second, time fractures. The glint of the knife morphs into the flash of a gun. The scream becomes a gunshot. The smell of smoke fills her lungs again. She's no longer in the town square. She's back in the DiMera mansion, holding the weapon, trembling, hearing E.J.'s voice fade into silence. It's the moment she's buried for months, reborn in terrifying clarity. Was it an accident born of fear? A reaction to something she thought she saw? Or a darker impulse, one Salem hasn't yet begun to understand? Whatever the truth, Halloween night is about to become Rachel's awakening, and possibly, her undoing. What makes Rachel's story so chilling isn't the act itself, it's what her mind did afterward. Psychologists call it dissociative amnesia, the brain's desperate way of protecting itself when reality becomes unbearable. For Rachel, that protection became a prison. Kristen DiMera, ever the manipulator and ever the mother, took the blame that night, claiming responsibility for the shooting. She thought she was saving her daughter's future. But in truth, she was planting a psychological time bomb. By hiding the truth, Kristen didn't erase Rachel's trauma, she fed it. Every lie, every cover-up, every whispered reassurance became a reminder that something wasn't right. And as Rachel grew older, the cracks began to form. She lashes out, lies without reason, pulls Thomas DiMera, another innocent soul, into her twisted little games. She's trying to reclaim a sense of control over the chaos inside her mind. But control is an illusion. When the memories return in full, the sound of the gun, the shock on EJ's face, her own trembling hands. Rachel won't just remember what happened. She'll relive it. Every scream, every heartbeat, every drop of guilt that's been hiding behind her smile. And when that happens, she won't just be a child haunted by her past. She'll be the girl who finally remembers what she did, and who she really is. Just when it seems Rachel's story couldn't get darker, a new danger quietly enters the picture: Jeremy Horton. On paper, he's just a substitute teacher. Young, charming, polite. But his arrival in Salem feels too convenient. Rachel and Thomas DiMera, already inseparable in their mischief, are drawn to him instantly. Jeremy encourages creativity, open discussion, even vulnerability. He asks questions no teacher should ask. About family, about secrets, about guilt. And one day, during a simple class project on crime and consequence, he says one word that changes everything: gun. Rachel freezes. Her pencil slips from her hand. A faint ringing fills her ears. She sees a flash of light, hears a scream, and suddenly, she's no longer in class. She's standing in the DiMera mansion again, the gun heavy in her hands, the smell of smoke filling her lungs. Jeremy notices. His eyes narrow, curious, almost calculating. "Rachel, you okay?" he asks, too softly, too carefully. He pushes her to keep talking, unaware, or perhaps fully aware, that he's tearing open the wound she's fought to forget. Is Jeremy a harmless teacher caught in the wrong moment? Or is he deliberately testing her, maybe even connected to the DiMeras' darker past? Whatever his motive, one thing's certain: Rachel's mask is slipping. And the more Jeremy probes, the closer she comes to a truth that could shatter not only her mind, but everyone around her. As Rachel's walls crumble, another woman's secret begins to unravel: Kristen DiMera's. For years, Kristen has walked the thin line between villainy and motherhood, fighting for love while surrounded by betrayal. But her biggest secret isn't one of ambition, it's one of sacrifice. The night EJ was shot, Kristen found Rachel trembling, hysterical, holding the gun. And in that moment, something inside her broke. Without hesitation, she claimed responsibility. She told the police it was her. She convinced herself she could handle the punishment, that she was strong enough to carry her daughter's sin. But living with that lie became its own sentence. Every time she looked at Rachel, she saw guilt reflected back at her. Every hug felt like a confession. Every word of comfort became another deception. Now, with Rachel's memories returning, Kristen's world stands on the edge of collapse. When Rachel remembers, she won't just recall the shooting, she'll realize her mother built their entire bond on a lie. Will she hate Kristen for it? Or cling to her in desperation, terrified of losing the only person who ever protected her? Either way, the DiMera mother-daughter bond will fracture under the weight of truth. Because in Salem, love can save a soul, or destroy it completely. And when the truth finally breaks free, Salem will feel the aftershock. EJ DiMera, proud, ruthless, unyielding, will face the most impossible emotion of all: compassion. How can he condemn a child who nearly killed him when that child is his own niece? Brady Black, torn between rage and sorrow, will question every decision he's made as a father. Could his war with Kristen, his bitterness, his absence, have driven Rachel to that breaking point? And Kristen herself will crumble. The woman who survived every betrayal, every scandal, every punishment, brought down not by her enemies, but by the truth she thought was love. But the most tragic figure of all is Rachel. In one night, she loses everything: her innocence, her safety, her trust. Her final night isn't about death. It's about awakening. The child she was, naive, angry, chaotic, dies. In her place rises something new. Maybe wiser, maybe colder, but definitely changed. Rachel Black will never be the same again. And neither will Salem. So what do you think, Days fans? Will Rachel confess that she shot EJ, or will someone else take the fall again? Will Kristen's act of love finally destroy her family? And what about Jeremy Horton? Is he truly innocent, or part of something much darker? And let's not forget the Halloween chaos. Could Kat's near-death attack connect every secret that's been festering in Salem? Comment your theories below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more shocking Days of Our Lives revelations. Because one thing's for sure, in Salem, secrets don't die. They just wait until the perfect night to rise again.